Welcome back to our channel, Bold and Beautiful Lovers. Today is an absolutely fantastic day to dive deep into some pure, unadulterated madness happening right now in Los Angeles. Will Spencer in handcuffs? Eric Forrester collapsing on the floor, clutching his chest? Oh my God, you guys, the Spencer-Forrester war is about to explode in a way we haven't seen in a decade. Will is facing serious prison time, and Katie Logan Spencer is about to be on her knees begging the very family she's been trying to destroy. Hey, B&B fans, welcome back. I've got some massive LA drama to unpack today, and trust me, you are not ready for this level of chaos. If you love deep dives into our favorite daytime soap, hit that subscribe button right now because we are holding absolutely nothing back today. Let's get right into the raw spoilers that have my jaw completely on the floor. Rumor has it that the physical scuffle between Will Spencer and RJ Forrester is about to escalate into a full-blown tragedy. We are hearing that Will goes into an absolute blind rage, and during the chaos, Eric Forrester takes a massive blow and collapses to the ground. Following this horrifying incident, Will gets arrested, facing real jail time, because this is not his first violent outburst. The Forresters immediately launch a ruthless lawsuit against him, using this as the ultimate retaliation against the Spencers. And the kicker? Katie Logan Spencer is forced to swallow her pride, crying and begging Eric, Ridge, and Brooke to withdraw the lawsuit to save her son from a prison cell. I am completely stunned. Completely and utterly stunned. But let's be real for a second. We all knew this was coming. I honestly believe this is the exact storyline this show has desperately needed to wake up the younger generation's dynamic. For weeks, we have watched the tension boil over between Will and RJ. You have Will, who is reeling from the absolute mess Ivy Forrester made of his love life. Ivy intercepted Electra's letter, manipulated the entire situation, and basically ruined Will's chances. Then you have Dylan, who just packed up and moved out of Will's beach house to preserve her own sanity. Will's life is falling apart piece by piece. And then there is RJ Forrester. I have to say it, and I know some of you will disagree with me, but I am so sick of RJ's smug, entitled attitude lately. He has been circling Electra like a vulture, taking advantage of the chaos Ivy caused. Just the other day, he was in the showroom, kissing Electra's hands, playing the sweet, sensitive artist while simultaneously bad-mouthing every Spencer he could name to Brooke. RJ is channeling his grandfather Massimo Marone's genes in the worst possible way. He is arrogant, he is territorial, and he absolutely provoked Will. But I am not letting Will off the hook here. If you ask me, Will has that dangerous dollar bill Spencer blood running through his veins. When a Spencer feels backed into a corner, they do not just get mad, they get violent. We're walking into Forrester Creations. Seeing RJ acting like he owns the place and owns Electra was the match that lit the powder keg. I can picture the scene perfectly. The shouting echoes through the halls of Forrester. The pushing turns into shoving, and suddenly fists are flying in the CEO office. And then, the absolute unthinkable happens. Eric Forrester, the patriarch, the legacy character, the heart and soul of this entire fictional universe, tries to intervene. I can see Eric stepping between these two raging bulls, trying to be the voice of reason. But in the heat of the moment, Will shoves back, or RJ dodges a punch, and Eric takes the hit. Eric collapses. The horror on RJ's face. The sheer, paralyzing terror in Will's eyes as the Forrester patriarch hits the floor, clutching his chest. This is a cliffhanger of epic proportions. The alarms sounding. The paramedics rushing into the building with a stretcher. And then the police arrive. I want you to imagine the sheer humiliation of Will Spencer being read his rights, handcuffed, and dragged out of Forrester Creations in front of all the employees. This is Bill Spencer's golden boy being hauled off like a common criminal. And let's not forget, Will has a history of outbursts. The authorities are not going to look the other way this time. They are going to throw the book at him. This brings me to the absolute best part of this entire predicted scenario, the Forrester retaliation. For years, the Forresters and the Spencers have been locked in a bitter, toxic blood feud. Do you guys remember when Bill Spencer took Ridge out of a helicopter in Abu Dhabi? Do you remember the blackmail, the corporate takeovers, the hostile threats? Ridge Forrester has been waiting for an excuse to crush the Spencer family for years. And now, Will has handed Ridge a loaded gun on a silver platter. Ridge is going to be out for blood. I honestly believe Ridge will spare no expense to ensure Will rots in a jail cell. He will hire the most ruthless prosecutors, launch a massive civil lawsuit, and use the media to destroy the Spencer name. And RJ? RJ is going to play the victim perfectly. He will stand by his grandfather's hospital bed, looking like the innocent golden child, while pointing the finger entirely at Will. But the character I am most excited to watch during this entire fallout is Katie Logan Spencer. Oh, Katie. Let's talk about Katie's massive hypocrisy right now. Just recently, Katie has been acting so high and mighty, trying to lure Hope away from Forrester Creations to work for her new Logan fashion house. Donna practically begged Katie to back off, warning her that poaching Hope would ignite a severe family feud with Brooke. But what did Katie say? She coldly argued that business is business. She didn't care about family loyalty. She didn't care about Brooke's feelings. She was ready to play dirty. Well, karma is knocking on Katie's door, and it is wearing an LAPD badge. The moment Katie gets that phone call from the police station, her entire arrogant facade is going to crumble. The woman who just claimed business is business is suddenly going to be crying about family. I want to see Katie on her knees. I want to see her sobbing in the hospital waiting room, begging Ridge to drop the charges. I want to see her crawling to Eric, praying for his forgiveness. Katie deserves to be taken down a peg, and this is the perfect poetic justice. And this brings us to the ultimate power player in this entire mess, Brooke Logan. Brooke is currently sitting on a gold mine of leverage. We know Brooke just made a highly seductive offer to Ridge to replace Steffy as co-CEO. Ridge was uncomfortable, but he agreed to consider it. Brooke is maneuvering to take total control of Forrester Creations to protect Hope's future. Now, imagine Katie coming to Brooke, tears streaming down her face, begging her big sister to convince Ridge to drop the lawsuit against Will. Brooke holds Katie's entire world in the palm of her hand. If I am the head writer, I am having Brooke look Katie dead in the eye and make a ruthless deal. I think Brooke will tell Katie, I will save your son from prison, but you have to completely shut down your Logan fashion house and swear you will never try to poach Hope again. Brooke will use Will's freedom to eliminate Katie as a corporate rival. It is brilliant. It is soapy. It is exactly the kind of cutthroat drama we tune in for every single day. I also have to wonder how Bill Spencer is going to react to all of this. Bill is not going to let his son go to prison without a fight. If Ridge pushes this lawsuit, Bill will retaliate with everything he has. We could be looking at a corporate war that rips Los Angeles apart. But Bill's money cannot buy Will out of a direct assault charge with dozens of witnesses at Forrester Creations. Will is going to have to face the consequences of his actions, and it might just break the Spencer family in half. Let's think about the history here. Will grew up watching his parents tear each other apart. He watched Bill operate outside the law for his entire life. Is it really any surprise that Will is now solving his problems with his fists? The apple does not fall far from the tree. But unlike Bill, who always manages to slither out of trouble, Will is young, reckless, and vulnerable. And what about Electra? She is the center of this messy love quadrangle. She threatened to quit if Steffy didn't fire Ivy, but now two men are literally destroying each other over her. Will she stand by Will while he faces prison time, or will she run straight into the arms of the safe Forrester boy, RJ? If you ask me, Electra is going to realize that both of these families are completely toxic, but she will probably lean toward RJ out of sheer guilt over Eric's collapse. This storyline has everything. High stakes, legacy characters in peril, courtroom drama, and sisters at war. I am so ready for Sweeps Month to deliver this absolute masterpiece of television. So, I have a massive question for all of you watching right now. Do you think Brooke will actually force Katie to shut down her fashion house in exchange for saving Will from prison? Or do you think Ridge will refuse to drop the lawsuit no matter how much Katie begs? Let me know your wildest predictions in the comments below. I read every single one of them. And if you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the juiciest B&B gossip. See you next time.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.